my question for you, Jamie, is what was it like to direct an audio play? What was the best parts of it and the challenges of this process?
The best part, to be honest, that I didn't have to dress up and I didn't have to do anything. I just sat behind my computer and listened. And I think the most challenging part is that I couldn't feel physically my actors. They didn't see me and I couldn't see them. And so that nuances, those connections that are in the text and you feel them, they are connected to each other. So finding those connections and helping them to find those connections without seeing each other or without being in the same time zone or like in two different parts of the world. So I think that was the biggest challenge.
It also I think it was, I wasn't there, but I some of the files that you sent me had a little bit of time where you were rehearsing and it sounded really fun. Like some of them were recording from like their closets, like you just do with what you have.
Yeah, and the other challenge was the traffic in New York City. Because Luke, our wonderful actor, Jesse, so he lives on 10th Avenue, and so the traffic was just crazy. No matter what time of the day we rehearse or we try to record, it was constantly going. And so now in the post-production, we had to edit a lot to make that at least a little bit quieter.
Wow. Nice.
Yeah. I wanted to ask you, Alisa, what do you work on now, and do you have future projects, and where can people find your plays?
Yeah, so I'm currently, thank you for that question. I mean, it's I'm writing something with New Perspectives Theater. It's full length. It's called Riptide. We did a reading last year, like a scene from it, and it's very different from Algorithm. If Algorithm is slightly kind of restrained, minimalist about technology, Riptide is a magical realist work where there are mermaids and coyotes and just people turning into things. I think because after coming from Algorithm, that is based on this algorithmic logic and about machines, I wanted to do something very, very different. And I do have this tendency, like after writing something one genre, I feel I want to turn around and do something different, experiment with something that I haven't done yet. So that is just still in the stages of going through various workshops, and who knows, when live theater comes back, something might happen, but it's as with many projects now, it's a bit kind of on the back burner.
That's wonderful. I'd love to read that.
Oh, I'd love for you to read it and give, and give feedback, because you have very great intuition about so many things. Like I remember just like hearing the first files, I'm like, yes, like all of your directions to actors, especially when you're like asking them for, there's a pause there, or like there's an awkward silence, which is like playwrights love it when directors respect pauses and, all these kind of moments that are in the text. Yeah. So thank you for that.
Oh, you're very welcome. And I hope you'll like the final finished version of the episode, because we are working hard on it. So thank you so much for taking the time and talking to me.
Thank you. And do you have, Naomi, do you have projects lined up after this? Like what are you doing after this is done?
So Keely, Ellen, and I were thinking about producing maybe another audio drama. We are not sure yet, and nothing, specific that I could share, but that's definitely something that we were thinking about. And the other project is I'm working on a VR theater project. at the moment. Yeah, so that's very exciting, and that's something that we never tried, or like it's very brand new and maybe very much aligned with the pandemic times. So that's in the beta version, trial testing phase. So when it comes out, I will definitely let you know.
Awesome. Yeah, it's amazing how the pandemic, I don't want to call it a silver lining, but there's been so many interesting experimentations with theater, digital performance. People are becoming so creative, everything from like audio plays to VR, what you're doing. It really gives me hope that, I truly believe that live theater will be back. It will be back with a vengeance, with like a renaissance of the performing arts. But I think we're also going to get these really interesting hybrid forms that that was already starting before the pandemic. But I think there's going to be really interesting. The roaring 20s are coming. I'm pretty sure. Like, I'm really hoping for the roaring 20s and like live art and digital art. Yes.